Hello friends, welcome to my channel Testing Talks Latest. Today I am going to explain my interview experience in different automation testing interviews. I am going to explain automation programming questions in this video and subscribe my channel for the latest updates on testing and to know interview questions. Let me share my screen to get the updates on automation. The first question I am going to explain is how to sort an array in Java. This is the common automation programming interview question. I am going to explain selection sort and built-in sort functions in this video. Selection sort has O of n square time complexity. Means if n elements are there in array, it will take n square iterations to complete the sorting. In this example, I created a class selection sort example and calling our method selection sort in the main method. Initialized an array with 5, 1, 4 to 8 values, print array before sorting and call the selection sort. This selection sort method, which is passing the array, and later I am finding length of the array and created a boolean variable swap and loop through the values from 0 to n minus 1. N is the length of the array, and nested loop for j equal to I plus 1 and j less than n with the condition j plus plus. So in this loop I am checking the values of the ith iteration with the jth iteration, and if ith value is greater than jth value, I am putting a temp variable which is having the jth value of array and replacing the jth value with the ith value, and later replacing ith value with the temp value. Temp value is the jth value now. So we are going to sort the array values if array of I greater than j. So in this way we are having values, smaller values passed and bigger values later. Like that we are going to sort and we are going to print the values from the array. This is the selection sort which will be done with O of n square execution, and we are going to add one more variable swapped equal to true. In the case if nothing is swapped, we are going to break the function. So print array will print the values. Next, built-in sort method. Built-in sort method is having the average case execution O of n log n and best case execution O of n log n, but it is also having worst case execution O of n square. To implement built-in sort method, we have to import java util.arrays, initialize the array and print the array using systemout.println arrays to string. Later I am sorting the array with arrays.sort function and printing the array. This is the built-in sort method. So it has some advantages over the selection sort, since best case execution is O of n log n and worst case execution is O of n square. Next common question in the interviews for the automation programming is that how to read an Excel file in Selenium with Apache Py. Apache Py will be used to read the Excel files with the format .xlsx and .xls. So for reading the Excel with the Apache Py, we can import user model, HSF workbook, file input stream and exceptions, IO exception. So I am creating class Excel column reader and main method. Within main method I am creating a file path in the current directory testdata.xlsx. So reading the file with file input stream by providing the file path. Once we read the file, we are reading the workbook using workbook equal to new HSF workbook. Later we are reading the sheet from workbook using get sheeted. Here we are reading the past sheet using index 0 and we are getting the count of the rows using get last row number from the sheet and getting the row using sheet dot get row index of the row which is passing from the for loop. Sheet already we read it at workbook dot get sheet. If row equal to null, if row is not equal to null, we are going to read last cell number. So it will count the column values by using get last cell number and loop through the column and get the cell value. Once we get the cell value using cell, we are getting cell value as string. This is another function I am going to use to fetch the values. In get cell value as string, we are going to get the cell type based on the cell type, either string, numeric, return the cell value. If it is string, we are returning get string cell value. If it is numeric, we are getting the cell value based on the format. So overall, we are getting it into the integer value into string using string dot value of and by using toString based on the formatted function. So this is how we are returning the cell values into string type. Next common question will get asked in the interviews was how to merge two arrays without using custom function in Java. So for this I have defined two arrays with different values. First array have the values from 1 to 5. Second array 2 have the values 6 to 10. I am creating a length copy variable with the length of array 1 and array 2. Later I am going to create array copy array with the length of copy as the length of the array. I am looping through array 1 and copy all the values into array copy array. And in the second loop I am going to fetch all the values from array 2 and copy the values into array copy. Next common question we will ask by the interviewer is that write a program to read the string from file and count the words. For this we are importing file and we are calling exceptions, file not found exception and scanner. File name is the input text in the current directory and insulating the file object with the file name path. Later we are using scanner to read the file. Well, scanner has next line. We are going to lead each line and trim the line if any extra white spaces are added, and split the line into multiple words, and we are counting the words with the word start length. So like this we are able to find how many words in the total file, and we are going to close scanner, print total words. We are catching the file not found exception, since this is the exception can be thrown if file is not found. Next question will get asked by the interviewer in most of the interviews is that how to find broken links in a web page using Selenium. We can find broken links by finding the links and get the attribute of the H reference. So for this I am going to set the property for the Chrome driver. Next, initializing the driver as new Chrome driver, launching the driver.get http.google.com. So finding the links using driver.find elements by the tag name A. So this will return all the elements with the links. So once I look through all the links, I'll get each link attribute H reference. Now this will have the URLs. If URL equal to null or empty, we need not to check anything. Else we can send the HTTP URL connection and open the connection, set timeout for the loading of the connection, and connect to the URL and verify the response code. If response code greater than 400, it is a broken link, else it is a valid link. There is next question will get asked in the interviews is that how to merge two arrays by using custom function. Earlier we have discussed about merging arrays without custom functions. Now we are going to discuss with the custom function. I am defining two arrays and resulting array with the length of 1 and 2. Next I am using system.arrayCopy built-in function in Java. This will use source array and starting index of the array, and array to read is the result from where I am reading destination array and how many elements, that is the array dot 1 dot length. So in the same way I am going to read second array 2 from the index 0 into the resulting array result from index array 1 dot length. Now array 1 dot length is the 3. This is the third index for the destination array, and read elements from the third index. The 3 elements will be read. So these are all the questions are common interview questions. If you want to crack any automation interview, just practice the scripts and question yourself for any other things you can be able to identify, and also do research on the functions so that it will be helpful in easily solving any automation programming questions. Thanks for watching the video. Subscribe my channel for more such videos. Thanks very much.